Hong Kong is a seriously multicultural city. There's all kinds of Indians here, Africans especially. The transportation in Hong Kong is incredibly efficient. I mean, they have to move around vast numbers of people in a very, very constrained place. So there's certain things that they do very differently. I've never seen a bus that wasn't double-decker, which is a sort of a British remnant as well, right? There you go. They're all double-decker buses. Oh, that's kind of a tourist bus. Yeah, they're all double-decker. There's a few little sort of vanny bus things, right? But otherwise, they're all double-decker. And the subway station is just incredible. I mean, they're just so massive. They're so wide. You'll get on a train, and you come to the platform to get on a train, and you'll look left, and it's like 100 yards. It feels like it's 100 yards down to the end of. The train is that long. It looks like it extends like 100 yards one way. Turn the other way, it looks like it goes 100 yards the other way. Like it disappears into the distance. It's just massive, absolutely massive system. And they're frequent. I mean, yeah, it's incredible. This is just an incredible city in so many ways. But it's hard on the nerves. It's exhausting. It's fascinating. It's scary. It's massive. It's exhausting. It's a lot of things. It's certainly not boring. Here we got 2 in a row. Yeah, 2 in a row. I was going to say 2 in a row, but actually it's 3. This is Nathan Road, one of the most famous and busy places in Hong Kong, I would imagine. I'm sorry, what I meant to say was in Kowloon. Come to Hong Kong and be very careful when you cross the street and really get into the habit of looking right and left. In Chinese we say 过马路两边都要看. It means when you cross the street, look both ways. If you want to know how to say when you cross the street, look both ways, it is 过马路两边都要看. And I would add to that, get a load of this intersection. You got a street coming this direction, and here, because it's a one-way street, you want to be looking left. Definitely want to be looking left. There you go. Hong Kong is different from Macau. In Macau, you just follow whatever the signs say. You do that. Hong Kong's a little more loosey-goosey, and you come around this way, and then you got this one, and this one. And what's funny about Hong Kong is if you get in a taxi, man, it's like a roller coaster. The taxis are fun, especially if you go on Hong Kong Island. Hong Kong Island is essentially built on the slopes of Victoria Peak. I don't think Victoria Peak is a very big mountain, but Hong Kong actually has some mountains, pretty good sized mountains, a lot of islands. Yeah, but if you go to Central and ride up and down the slope there, the taxi drivers are just booted around, man. I mean, really, it's fun. And what they will tell you is don't take the taxi in Hong Kong because it's really expensive during rush hour. And this is the advice I saw all over the place. Yeah, okay. So like yesterday, I wanted to take the escalators. Escalators go from Central Station way up the mountain, and I took the Victoria Ferry over there, and it was a huge walk. I mean, really a long ways to get to the bottom of the escalator. Right? And what happened? I got kind of lost actually, and anyway, I found the escalator and trumped it up there. Yeah, I sort of forget what happened, but man, it was a lot of walking, right? And I wound up at the end of the. You could look it up. Hong Kong Island escalator.
The foot massage place. A hairdresser. And I guess we're getting close to the top of this.
And I'm right at the top of that, right? Which means that I have to get back to the bottom and then back to the ferry to come back to Kowloon where we're staying. That would have been a major ordeal. Like really just a lot of freaking hoofing it. A lot. I'm saying, right? And yeah, I got a cab. I think it was, let's see, yeah, I got a cab and it was really fun and it was about $10. So maybe what they say about rush hour is true, but if the tourist guys were going to tell you something about Hong Kong to be useful, they would say like, look, you wind up lost and you wind up confused and you wind up tired and it's a long ways. And when you get to the MRT station, that's another thing. Like you look it up, the MRT stations on the map. Okay, here's Central Station, for example, right? But Central Station might easily have like 10, 12, 15, 20, maybe even exits. And the exits are a long ways apart, just from one station, right? And you have to find the right exit. And if you don't find the right exit, your idea about how to find a certain place from Central Station is going to be all out the window. You won't even recognize where you are. You can go back to the same station, take a different exit, and you don't know where you are. You've been there before, you don't recognize it because there's nothing the same about it. So even if you do, you look on the map and you see that it's called the MTR here. It takes you to a particular place. Well, you want to get your exits lined up really, really well, or you're going to just come out and you're not going to know where the hell you are. And if you get in a taxi, well, then it's going to take you to exactly the place that you want to go, isn't it? So, yeah. The travel guide places that just emphasize the fact that during rush hour, it could be quite expensive, which could be true. I haven't been on the taxi during rush hour, but no, taxis are really, really, they save my bacon more than a few times, and it doesn't cost much. $10 and you get delivered right to where you want to go. That's a very good deal. That restaurant that I thought had the most superb view I didn't think it had the most superb view in the world, but I think it's got one of the best. I would imagine it's in the top 100. There it is. That was incredible. I don't want to move the camera around because I don't want to film people and make them feel uncomfortable, but this is sort of a rooftop bar restaurant, and I don't know, man, I think this is probably about the best view I've ever seen from a restaurant, and I bet it is. I bet this is one of the best views from a restaurant in the world. I
mean, the Hong Kong skyline is absolutely iconic. This is absolutely unreal, and we're only spending about $25. We got to come up here for $25. This is phenomenal. That's a Chinese junk down there.